woman has gotten opportunity, like a man said it, that when a woman is begging you, they are not lost abroad, they are not lost. Our own, yes, our own tomorrow. She's trying our own tomorrow. So you that is flying up and down, when it's now time, you are now seated at home, nowhere to fly to. They will now call her, Mommy, Otiya or Mugoya. You go and sit down there like you sit forever. But what we are going is that it's not that you sit down there forever. However, you have your own home. That is the more reason why, as we are right now, you think of where you want to retire and hold your husband, hold your wife together and see, okay, if it's at home, do something at home. Build something there so that two of you, it's not that you be jumping from one child to another because you don't have home to stay. You don't have where to go. And you see, truly these men, even the women too, when it gets to a stage, the two of you, they want you, they want us, they want to talk. I know of a man, an old man that said, it's not even now. When they were young, he has this BP. But whenever he wants to sleep, this is how he puts his hand like this on it. So long as the woman is there, whether they are quarreling. If the woman is now moving, but that's how he sleeps. So once he's like this, before you know he's snoring, he's gone. But they are quarreling. She that type of woman, you will now carry her to go and move her before she comes, the man will die. The Lord will help us. But at the same time, we should consider Sister Sheyi's point here too. She says, when the man will be traveling, going, he's a director in his at work. He handles things himself. You are now saying because the wife is leaving him, he's a baby, he can't cope. Okay, what's the point? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Sister Sheyi, what are you talking about, that emotional part of it? I want her to say something about, because like Mommy said, we want to get this thing right. We want to be at the same level. So what I said
was, the bottom line is that at one point or the other, the man, even though we're saying don't equate business and all of that, but the man also leaves the woman for extended periods of time, supposedly on business trips. So if my mom comes for 3 months or 4 months to help me with the baby, and during the course of our marriage with my dad has been living for 4, 5, 6 months on business trips. We're saying they're not the same, but I'm saying it really doesn't. There's no difference, because either business or to help with the baby, both spouses at one point or the other left each other for extended periods of time. Now, if it was my mom that is a businesswoman and she goes to Cotonou today, Turkey tomorrow, China, they would have said, Kojoko Tiliel, on Sare Kiri, on Shekiniko Washiwolonwa. That's what we would have said, the natural African. But because it's the dad, is providing for his family, it's not the same. But it really is the same. If we're not going to live for extended periods of time, then we shouldn't live for extended periods of time. But there is no difference between you going on business trips and me going to take care of the kid. Because since you didn't think about my emotional state when you were living, why should I now put your emotional state before helping our child? And then, honestly, one of the younger ones said, really, honestly, let's take out that emotional stuff, because we women are the ones most times who feel like, I was still talking with my husband today, that the men, they find it a bit difficult to connect with their emotional side. But as they grow older, they grow into that emotional state. And that is when they want the full devotion from the woman who they starved emotionally during the course of the marriage. But now that, like you said, there's nowhere to fly to. Some of their friends are dead and gone. There's no a young girl somewhere. They're now seated at home, Arawanwa Bale, and now they're expecting the woman to now tender to their emotional needs. But during the course of the marriage, when the woman needed it most, they weren't there. So let's look at both sides of the coin. Now, I'm not talking about the perfect marriages where the man was there for the woman, where the woman was there for the man. Honestly, those marriages, the man would not even make a fuss when the woman has to leave because he knows it's transitional. Your child cannot be having children every year. So your wife cannot be going to take care of kids every year. So if she's going for 3-4 months, once in 2 years, what's the big deal? You